police
in the morning.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Hypothetical Movie. I'm Phantom Dark Dave.
I'm B-Movie Paul.
And I'm B-Movie Corey.
And today we're going to talk about what if the 1980 John Carpenter's The Thing crossed path with the 1960s original series of Star Trek. Who wants to start?
Oh well, I wasn't sure exactly which Star Trek we were crossing, so I was actually.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It was already predetermined.
I was thinking like Jean-Luc Picard shows up.
Yeah, I was just thinking Captain Kirk because you know, it's fucking Captain Kirk.
Now those are the two best captains, so we could go either way, or we could have a parallel universe.
I would say, what if Kirk showed up on the scene and then Jean-Luc Picard showed up?
It's like, what are you doing here? You're not even in the right time period.
We've discovered a very substantial threat to the human race in this time era, so we decided that we must intervene.
Well, wasn't it Star Trek Nemesis where the two cross over and everything? So maybe this is the alternate.
No, that was Generations.
Was it?
Yeah,
Star Trek
Nemesis was the film that sucked.
Yeah, I can remember. I knew it was one of them where like the two actually meet.
Yeah, that's the Generations. That was kind of like handing off the torch from the original series to the next generation. But I had a theory to see if you guys wanted to play off of it. Have you guys ever watched any of the videos or read anything about the questionable ending of The Thing?
Not that I can recall.
Yeah, but I mean, they made a video game sequel to clear that all up.
Well, we're going to try to go one podcast without video games, okay? But I was thinking we can play off of, you got McCready sitting there with Childs, and it's questionable as to who is the alien now. And I thought we would roll with the theory that Childs is the alien now, and perhaps the NCC 1701 Enterprise is flying by and just sees all the fire and explosions on Antarctica, and maybe that's when they beam down to help out McCready fight the alien.
What if they're both aliens now?
That would be an epic alien battle.
Kurt Russell would never become an alien.
This much is true.
So they managed to get it on into the Enterprise. Like they stopped by. Like, what is going on here, guys? We're in the year, whatever the hell year this is, here to save you guys from an evil alien that came from another time period.
Well, wouldn't Shatner beam down with some red shirts and then like
red shirt gets trips over something and dies.
Well, they would just like end up like investigating things. And all of a sudden, like one of the red shirts would come back and he would just be like acting strange. But then they would like beam back up and then you've got this red shirt that's actually the Thing on board the Enterprise.
I imagine there's a scene where they're all like together. It's like, one of us is the alien. And then you see the red shirt like, oh shit. And they just shoot him like right away. They don't even bother like testing.
I have devised a method from which we can tell which one of you is the Thing. Everyone take off your clothes and go to my bedroom now.
And then Sulu's the first one to show up.
Whoever's not wearing a red shirt is okay. Whoever is clearly an alien.
Dr. Sulu, you weren't even on this mission. How could you be one of the alien things?
Oh my.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. That's perfect. So typically in the original series, anytime there's anything questionable, they usually have a trial. So are you saying that there's no trial on this one? They just straight pull phasers out and blast away?
Just shoot whoever's wearing a red shirt.
It's like a red shirt fight. And so did we determine that does the Kurt Russell character or Keith David character die? And that's why a red shirt gets infected?
Well, you said we don't want to rely on video games here, so I'm going to remain silent here, or else I'm going to piss everybody off.
I'm going to go with Kurt Russell does not die because he's Kurt Russell, so it just can't happen. He's like now on the ship, like, he's warning everybody about the Thing, and half the crew's like, no, that's impossible. Those things,
Well, Kurt Russell had to leave Antarctica and go to L.A. to save the president's daughter.
But afterwards, he ends up on the Enterprise, like, don't you know what what followed you onto the ship. It is this weird alien thing.
It's not human.
We need some of your blood. We need to check if it'll jump around. Like, trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm Kurt Russell.
So I was thinking that, when it gets down to it, Kirk realizes that the red shirt that's possessed as an alien, he realizes that the alien's just lonely and is in search of love. And so he basically gives the red shirt the tribbles. And now, there's affection with the tribbles, but then the tribbles multiply and take over the alien.
I can see that.
The fuck is a tribble?
Tribble is like...
Tribbles.
Exactly. It's like this little fur ball. You never see its face, but imagine a Furby face down. And it's supposed to be adorable. It's not a hairless cat. It has a lot of hair.
So it's
right?
like a goddamn gerbil.
It's like a gerbil, except for it severely multiplies.
So it's a fucking guinea pig.
Except multiplies really, really fast.
So it's a space bunny.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I'm versed in Star Trek The Next Generation, not Star Trek The William Shatner Show.
Well, that was just one theory. So we could join Picard and his crew.
So Kirk is...
Well, I just imagine, like, Kirk beams down and he's, like, investigating with his red shirts. And then Picard beams down. He's like, "Number 1, take over the ship while I'm gone. I must see what this threat is to humanity." So he beams down, and William Shatner's like, "What is it that you are doing here?"
God damn it, Picard. Why do you always have to show up and ruin everything?
"Kirk, this is not something that should be meddled with. It's big enough that the two of us can join forces to save humanity. Your pride is not above the human race."
My pride is above all races.
And then they talk to Kurt Russell, and he's like, "There's an alien, man, and it's taking over people and killing them, and we need fire." And, Picard is like, "So it's a battle we're in for. I guess I need Lieutenant Worf. Please beam down, Lieutenant Worf." And then, William Shatner, Worf beams down, and Shatner goes, "Oh no, it is a Klingon. Watch out, Picard. I shall deal with this threat." And Worf is like, "What are you talking about? I am an officer of Starfleet.
I'm a proud Romulan. Yeah.
I am a proud Klingon."
Klingon, yeah.
And William Shatner goes, "You are a liar. Klingons are not allowed to be in Starfleet because we are at war."
Then they all get offended. "Oh, how dare you say that? Do you know what time period this is?" That was a long time ago, Kurt.
So, they settle their differences in some way or other, and then go on to, investigate
many red
together.
Shirts die in the process.
Yes, many red shirts die in the process.
There's like 2 members of the ship that aren't main characters.
So all you're left with, like, down on the planet is Worf, Picard, and Shatner. And then
Where the hell is Spock in all this?
he's being logical.
By not getting involved?
Exactly.
He's having
not
a conversation with
affairs.
Data.
And so, like,
Him and Data are hanging out, like,
him and
trying to
Data
have a playing chess.
playing 4D chess. They're on the holodeck.
Ooh. That's what it was
Geordi
the whole time.
LaForge is flirting with the engineer lady. But yeah, so somehow the alien has some sort of, like, jamming technology, and once it figures out there's a threat, it, the alien from the thing is extremely intelligent and has the ability to build things, as, seen in the movie with the Doctor. And so I assume it builds some sort of jamming device to where they can't beam back up to the ship, or they can't contact the ships to, go back, so they have to find a way to defeat the thing. But, of course, most of their resources have been depleted because, Kurt Russell blew up the whole fucking facility in the original movie.
So do phasers work?
That's a very, very good question. Do they work?
I think so, yeah. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't.
Test them out on the red shirts first. Yep, they're good. Let's go get it.
Don't worry, I'm sure he was an alien.
But I mean,
it's
the
fine.
aliens need to be burned. They need to be like
Right.
destroyed completely. Does the phaser have that kind of power?
There is a setting for alien destruction.
Of course.
It's just a setting that says the thing on it.
That's right.
It's like bat repellent shark spray. Every officer of Starfleet carries one.
Of course.
This may be the baddest alien they've ever faced. Luckily, there's a setting for it.
So they team up with Kurt Russell, and they're hunting down red shirts because of course they don't know which red shirt is an alien, and all they can do is use a phaser to set him on fire or shoot him or something, or Kurt Russell's flamethrower to heat him up to see if they have a terrible reaction, and they all have the same reaction of fucking burning to death.
Well, that proves it conclusively. They were aliens. No, all they did was burn.
What if
This is not a proud battle. This is a massacre. Not fit for a Klingon warrior.
This is not very logical.
So what if the thing shapeshifts into the ship? Like it is the ship, and everybody beams inside the ship, which is the belly of the beast.
Well, the thing has to ingest.
Does it just swallow the entire
matter
crew?
In order to take on the shape of that, and has to give birth to it. So that's just not logical. That's not feasible.
Is any hypothetical podcast logical?
It could not swallow the Enterprise and become the Enterprise. Illogical or not, we have to go by the rules of the monster. I mean, the monster, that's how it functions. It eats something and then it produces a clone of that. It works on a biological level. It does not work on a metal level.
Makes sense.
That was a moment of silence.
like are we it's like, okay, so I mean maybe maybe somebody finally breaks through the barrier and like Spock beams down, or somebody else, like a minor major character,
Chekhov.
Sure, Chekhov.
He's a navigator.
So Chekhov comes down, and they think they finally defeat the thing, but you still got like half the movie left, or like 20 minutes or something. So they beam up to their respective ships, and the Next Generation flies away, and so we just focus on Kirk and the original crew. Right, that's where Chekhov's from, right? The original crew.
Yes,
that's what I thought, because I don't recognize the name.
It sounds a lot like something else, doesn't it?
And it, like something Russian-y.
A little bit.
So, then all of a sudden, shit starts going down on the ship. And oh no, Chekhov was replaced by an alien.
Bum, bum, bum. So that means Chekhov was eaten by the alien?
Yep.
Aw, poor Chekhov.
I could see that happening, unfortunately.
Yeah. It seems
Poor
like
guy.
a good way for him to go. Well, not a good way, but it seems like an appropriate way.
So then you get Spock formulating a plan, and Shatner dramatically taking off his shirt to do battle or some shit.
God, I mean,
Do you let's see. Right. See, on Next Generation, they had that character in season 1. Was it Tasha? You remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the lieutenant. I can't remember her name. But yeah, she was like the badass security personnel.
Yeah.
And
I know her real name, Denise Crosby, but I forgot her. It's Tasha Yar or something.
Randomly got killed by this alien.
It was like a mud creature. Yeah.
Yeah. And she was a major character, but she wanted off of the show or something.
Well, rumor has it, she did some no publicity, and since that's a family show, she couldn't be on the show no more.
Oh, okay. And that's what she's like. I've heard that she said that's her biggest regret, is leaving that show. Because she did guest star in an episode like way later in the series as the twin sister.
She was like a Romulan version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was just saying, that she could pop up because she was ingested by an alien, and who's to say it wasn't that alien?
It wasn't the same kind of alien.
Could there be more than one?
Just imagine the thing they're like trying to eat somebody, and then It's going after going after Picard, and he goes, "Wait a minute, hey Wesley, come over here," and he throws him in front of
Oh
him.
no! It's only a matter of time.
Here, Wesley, sacrifice yourself for me.
Not
And
Crusher.
Shut up, Wesley.
And he's wearing his rainbow sweatshirt.
Geordie LaForge has to, like, you know, on one end you've got fucking Spock formulating a plan to defeat the thing, and on the Enterprise from the original, and then in the Next Generation, you know, story arc, you've got Geordie LaForge coming up with a plan to, like, trap the thing in this elaborate Rube Goldberg kind of thing to, like, explode it or something. You know, Spock's
And
being
then-
all illogical and how's the best and safest and least casualty and quickest way to do this, and Geordie LaForge is like, let's do this. It's ridiculous, but it'll work, I swear. Just gotta
trap
over-engineer
the
everything,
thing and-
Geordie, don't you?
Of course, it's like his calling card. So, my idea for the next thing to happen is suddenly the ship is being attacked by the Borg, of course. So, basically, Picard's like, oh no, not this again. I am not going through this. So, they're all trying to figure out, like, they're all still trying to figure out who the alien is. And the Borg's like, we're going to force you to assimilate, blah, blah, assimilate or die. So
I've done that once, Borg. I shall not be doing that again. Get off my cock and get off my ship.
So then, like, they're like, all right, we've got a plan. And, you know, Spock secretly figures out who the alien is because, you know, his logic and reasoning skills are magical because, you know, Vulcans and all that. So they like, basically find whoever it is and say, well, this is our new captain. And it's like, you know, he's some red shirt. They're like, he's going to go with you. And, you know, you guys won. You get to take over our captain and, you know, rule over us eventually. But it was actually the Thing, who then ends up eating all the members of the Borg, thus solving at least one of their problems, possibly making a bigger problem. Well, actually, no. Now the Thing is in space in the Borg ship, and all the Borg members are dead.
I think it's a win-win situation.
Yeah, seems like a happy ending to me.
So at no point in time did we get to see the Vulcan death grip.
How would that work?
Does Spock just put that on himself?
Maybe that's how he convinced the alien to do it. He's like, all right, it's you, bam, and that was the Thing's only weakness other than fire. It was the Vulcan death grip, and he's like, all right, you get on the Borg ship. Oh no, you took our captain. Oh man, this is terrible. The universe is over. All right, close the doors. Close the doors.
I mean, alternatively, you can just have, you know, like Herbert West show up and, like, shoot up the give the alien an overdose of reagent, and it just kind of, like, explodes and dies, like, right off the bat.
I'm kind of wondering what would happen if he did give him reagent. Maybe, like, he would spawn into, like, all the different, like, things that it ate.
You know, maybe the Thing didn't ingest Chekhov all the way, and Herbert West brought Chekhov back so that he can go back to the ship, and he was fresh
West.
enough. I mean, it works. I can't remember who Jeffrey Combs played in the one Star Trek show, or else I would have brought.
He's an Andorian.
He's an Ewok.
No, I said Andorian.
Yeah, Endor. Well, I mean, the fifth moon of Endor is where the Ewoks are from, but that's close enough to being an Endorian.
See, his character is actually Herbert West all along, only, you know, a different color.
See, and he was able to live that long because he perfected the reagent. So he was able to live into the Star Trek age. There you go.
Any other ways this could go other than the Herbert West Borg idea?
I mean, the simplest way to is probably Kirk heads down to Earth and then seduces the Thing and sleeps with it, and then that's it. I mean, peace.
He may be
Peace
the only
between
one
the
to do it.
Thing and the human race.
Well, it's like you were saying in the beginning. All he wanted after all was love.
All he needs is love. But yeah, I mean that's how Kirk solved a lot of problems, right? Just slept with the enemy.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You either you guys have any other ideas for how this could play out?
Not really. I mean,
I was kind of curious about the video game now that you mention it.
it was released on the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox, the original Xbox, and it follows the story of the team sent in after transmission stopped from the Antarctic base. You start at the original Norwegian base, and then you go to the American base. Or you start at the American base and then go to the original Norwegian base. And everybody's dead. McCready's dead. Everybody's dead. And you're just fighting like monsters that have spawned from the thing in various Antarctic locations. It's pretty decent. Actually, that game is the whole reason that I went and bought the movie The Thing back when I was like 13 or 14 or something.
That's pretty cool. It's like a reverse process, you know? Usually you see the movie, then you play the game, but it actually got you into the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Thing, and it's funny because every segment of The Thing is just called The Thing. The original movie is The Thing. The prequel movie is The Thing. The video game is The Thing. So it's like, oh, The Thing is followed by The Thing and followed by The Thing. But The Thing is the best one of The Thing. Because
The Thing from another world.
Kurt Russell. But yeah, the video game's actually pretty hard. But I like it. I liked it. It was good.
The only other thing I can think of with the Star Trek thing is versus The Thing is, what if like one of the Ferengis, like Quark, like ran into it? Would he try to sell it or something like that?
I knew it was only a matter of time before Deep Space Nine popped up.
I love Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is a
Isn't
great
Deep Space
show.
Nine the one that has Jeffrey Combs?
Did it?
I can't remember if he makes an appearance in there. I know mostly he's in the Enterprise one.
Yeah.
But he's Jeffrey Combs. He could be everywhere.
He is everywhere.
He was in Casablanca.
Imagine Quark, like, you know, trying to find ways to, like, incapacitate it. To, like, try to sell it as, like, a circus pet or something like that. Seems like a very Ferengi thing to do.
Herbert West visits the Deep Space Nine, and he leaves behind some reagent by accident, and Quark sees it as a drink, like some abstinent or something. He starts selling it at the bar, and everybody's downing this reagent serum.
It's our new house special, guys.
Yeah, it makes your insides on the outside. So what would happen if you were to ingest the reagent but not be dead already? Has somebody done that?
Actually, there's a different cut of Reanimator, which is a European cut, where Herbert West is seen injecting himself with the reagent to like help him stay awake and stay alert, and be able to experiment, you know, further and better with it. I've never seen this version. I've only read about it, but yeah, like there is actually a version out there where Herbert West injects himself with reagent.
Makes sense.
Which would explain how he survives.
Yeah, right.
The original movie.
It's like pre-energy drink days there.
Herbert West actually created the first energy drink.
So there we have it, another hypothetical movie that Herbert West invades.
So there you have it, friends. A few ways that Star Trek from the original, from Generations, or even Deep Space Nine could find out about the Thing and deal with it in their own special, loving, or sexual way. I'm Corey.
I'm Paul.
Dave is frozen. So until next time, friends, be brave, be alive, and be back for more.